Hey guys, it's Shannon. So I wanted to make this video um, just to have a nice heart-to-heart chat. Um, it may ramble a bit. I may talk about this, that, and the other, but I just want to talk. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna talk. I am today cycle day 43, 16 DPO, whatever. Quite honestly, after talking to some friends, Allie, I honestly don't even think I ovulated. I know my temps kind of looked like it, and I did get a positive OPK, but quite honestly, I think it may have just been maybe my body just geared up for it, and it just never happened. I I don't know how to explain it. I just had this empty feeling like it didn't happen. The fact that I feel like I got really close is really awesome because I haven't even. That's Jasper with his bone, squeaky bone. The fact that I even got close to it is a really good step because I've never even gotten close to anything ever before. So that's a good step, and we're moving in the right direction. Jasper. Sorry. So, but this cycle drained me, just completely emotionally drained me, and I was so excited. And it feels like 6 months ago where I was posting shots of my OPKs from cycle day 9 and cycle day 10 and cycle day 11 because I was so happy about how dark they were getting. And then to end up with like 35 false positives, not that's an exaggeration, but to end up with as many false positives that I did, and um, posting on Facebook and everybody seeing these and everybody wishing, congratulating me and telling me that I'm pregnant. And then it just, the next test I take would be negative. And I almost feel like I let everybody down. Like I got everybody's hopes up and nothing. Like you get to the finish line and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna, I'm running this race, and I get to the finish line, and then you look and you're not even running a race. You're on a treadmill or something. I don't know. I'm babbling, but I just feel like I let everybody down, and I know it's not my fault, and I know it's not you guys' fault, and I know it's kind of my fault. It's my body's fault, but I just feel like, I don't know. It's really hard to explain. I just feel like I got everybody's hopes up for nothing. And I think going forward, um, next cycle and beyond, I think I'm going to wait to post any kind of HPTs. OPKs also post like crazy just because, I saw the one positive that was pretty much positive, but it's nice to get opinions on those. As far as pregnancy tests go, I think I'll do, I'll take some, and if I see a line, I may share it with a couple of you, Allie. Um, and if for some reason I do get a non-squinting, no zooming line, then potentially I might potentially post it. I don't know. I feel like there's been an explosion of VFPs in the Facebook TTC community, and I feel like every other day it was like, hey, do you see this line? Hey, do you see this line? And everybody's like, yeah, I see this line. I see it. Shannon, you're pregnant. Shannon, you're pregnant. And then it was just a complete letdown and disappointment. And I don't ever want to feel like that again. Not that I'm not happy that things are progressing finally, but I just don't want to ever have this whacked out of a cycle ever again. And it's going to happen, but I'm going to do my part of it better. I'm not going to post things on Facebook to get my hopes up. I'm not going to take a test every 15 minutes and take 18 different. I had to have gone through about 30 cheap B pregnancy tests. I went through 2 answer brand tests, 2 first response tests, 1 digital, and like 6 Walmart tests. Like I went through a lot, and it's just half of them were positive, half of them weren't positive, everybody could see a line on this one, everybody could see a line on that one, and I don't ever want to get my hopes up like that again. I spent the one day where I truly thought I got a positive. I spent that day just back and forth between extreme excitement and nervousness that when I got home, there was going to be nothing on the test. And I got home and there was another faint line, and then the next day it was negative, and the next day after that it was negative, and the next day after that it was negative, and then I post pictures of my chart and everybody's like, oh, that looks like a this dip, or it looks like a that dip, and I'm just, when it comes to my temperatures, I don't fully trust them, partially because there are some days I do sleep with my mouth open. I'm sorry, I can't help it. So there's that, and then I don't get up till 8:30. My husband gets off work at 7, so he comes in at 7:30. My dogs bark, and it stirs me. I'm still in a sleep state, I guess. I don't open my eyes, but it does stir me awake. So I know that can mess with my temps too. There's just a lot of things that potentially mess with my temps that I don't fully trust them. Next cycle, I am going to buy a new thermometer, and I'm going to temp both vaginally and orally and see what kind of discrepancies we get with that, or non-discrepancies, or whatever, and see what happens. So if you have any tips as far as that goes, leave them below, please. Like I said, this cycle was just, it was a hard cycle. It was really hard. And I know some ladies deal with this because they, some ladies get their period every 28 days and they go through the same thing over and over and over and over again every month. And this is just my first real cycle. Like, I mean, we've been trying since January of last year. So we've been trying for 15 months, but this is our first real cycle. And how some of you guys do this month after month after month is just absolutely mind-blowing to me, because it's so difficult. And I mean, infertility is hard as it is, and then to go through the kind of shit that pardon my language, to go through the kind of stuff that we've been dealing with, that we deal with on a monthly basis, and you guys deal with on a monthly basis, is just, it's so draining to me. And today it was just like a breaking point for me, where it was just, I mean, today was just a bad day. It was just a bad day, and I don't, I wasn't, I was kind of a bitch. You can ask Vaughn. I'm pretty sure he was excited to go to work tonight. But it just got to a point where I just mentally like snapped, and I was just like, everything was irritating me all day, and everyone was irritating me, and road rage and all that other fun stuff, and it was just and it's one of those, hit bottom before you have to go back up again. And I'm not going to say I hit bottom, because I mean, life's pretty good generally, but I just I'm trying to put it all behind me. It was a failed cycle. It happens more often than not, especially in this community, and we're just going to go on to next cycle. I'm going to start taking my Provera tonight so we can induce AF and we can start again. On a positive note, one of the ladies in the TTC community, her Facebook is Safira Jordan. I think I pronounced that right. I think. She offered to send me her monitor, her clear blue monitor, because she's not TTC. She's not actively TTCing right now, and I can't express how incredibly happy I am and how excited I am, because as much as you look at OPKs and say, oh, this one looks, just about as dark as this one, or this one's really dark, or whatever, the monitor is like the best thing besides going to a doctor and getting it done. So it tells you that little eggie right there. There it is. So it's time to go. So we'll truly see if I am ovulating, and maybe the 1 month of Femera was kind of like a jump start for my body, and then hopefully next cycle the Femera will actually have my body do what it's doing. It's picking up what it's supposed to do. So I mean, we'll see what happens. Obviously I don't know what's gonna happen. So yeah, that's pretty much how things are going. As many of you know, or maybe you don't know, I don't know. I don't have insurance right now. I just moved to Michigan, so things are still getting situated, and obviously I lost my insurance with my last job and whatnot when I got laid off. So I'm still in attempts to do that, and it's such a hard decision because it's right now what I make on unemployment is more than most people make normally. I make a lot on unemployment because of how much I made at my last job. But I don't make enough to get separate insurance. I just don't. So it's like, do I want to stay on unemployment, be able to stay home and stay with my dogs and keep working on getting my house done? This room is supposed to be painted purple. It still isn't done. So do I want to continue to keep getting my house fixed up, or do I want to go to work making the same amount of money I'm making on unemployment, but having to go to work, but potentially get full insurance, full benefits so I can get insurance. So it's a tough, and Michigan is not a mandatory fertility state. I left Jersey, which was a mandatory fertility state, which sometimes I think back and go, duh. Michigan is not. So most everything for infertility is not covered. So that's another thing to keep in mind as far as how this is all going to go. And you know, I mean, I'm basically, my plan as of now is to continue with the Femera that I have and see what happens. If we go through all next cycle and I use all 37 of my sticks, which would put me at like cycle day, because you start taking the clear blue sticks on cycle day 6. So if I have 37, that'd be 43. So if I get to cycle day 43 and I still haven't gotten a little eggy on the thing, then we're gonna have to see what, as far as getting a job and insurance and stuff, because obviously if I'm not ovulating, there's an issue. I mean, we already know I have PCOS, but there's a bigger underlying issue. So I guess that's pretty much all I wanted to say for now. I'm sorry this is quite long, and if you made it to the end, yay. I'm just it's infertility sucks. It really does. So I sympathize, actually I empathize with all of you out there that are still waiting for your first, as I am. And hopefully we will get our miracle soon. All right, ladies, I will talk to you later. Bye.